Hello everybody, King Casey here.
Hello, the TJ as your co-host.
And welcome back to Tournament 16 Recap.
Yes, we are back.
And
we're probably going to be late.
Yeah, there is a good chance we are late. But anyways, we are going to be covering last week's matches since we are recording on a Monday. And looking at the matches, we got some pretty good ones lined up.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so let's just get this intro done quickly, and let's just jump right into our first match. We have Manraja versus Alexander.
Oh boy, this should be interesting. Anyway, Manarajan's team was Corviknight, a Rotom Moat form, Cinderace, a Gigantamax Charizard, there's another one, Mega Tyranitar, and Zacian.
And for Alexander's team, he had Red Devil Salamence, Rainbow Greninja, Gigantamax Garbodor, Battle Ability Goodra, Battle Bond Scizor, and Xerneas. That team is pretty stacked.
Yeah, Manarajan did manage to put up a good fight, but there was no way he was winning.
I mean, considering that Alexander is a tournament champion and ranked number 5, this fight was pretty much
sealed. It's not ranked 5, ranked 6.
But anyways, the fight was overall pretty good.
Yes, I would agree.
Yeah, but anyways, Alexander won the match and is moving on to round number 2. Moving on to our next battle of last week, we have Albin versus Kernel.
This one was an interesting battle, but Albin's team was Bastiodon, Pirate Honchkrow, Shadow Sceptile, a shiny Gigantamax Charizard, and there's another one, a shiny Darkrai, and his signature partner Blaziken.
Now, Kernel's team has some ones I could have pronounced. For example, for number 1, there's that Fire Fusion thing again that I always forget the name.
It's called Magmalon.
Okay, Magmalon. Swampert, I didn't write down is their Pokemon.
Ampardo, it's a Halloween event Pokemon.
Yeah, everyone just uses the Halloween event Pokemon. Legendary Silvally, Darkrai, and Battle Bond Sceptile.
Yep.
So, overall, this battle was a pretty close one, considering Albin and Kernel are both ranked trainers and pretty much about on similar strength level. They both had a pretty good match. It was probably one of my favorites this summer week.
It honestly came down to the fact that the two Darkrai's drew, and Blaziken had the type advantage over Sceptile.
Yeah, so with that, the battle ended with Albin taking the win, and will be facing Alexander in round 2. That will be a good one to watch.
Now then, let's move on to Battle 13, where we have Dimpew versus Mike.
So, you take Dimpew's team.
Yeah. Dimpew's team is Gallade, Naganadel, Silvally, a Gigantamax Gengar, Santino, I don't know how to pronounce it, and his partner Dragonite.
Alright, and as for my dad's team, and he had Swellow, Charizard, add another one, Raichu, a Gigantamax Lapras, Noivern, and Ultra Necrozma.
Overall, this was a pretty good fight, even though it went back and forth for a while, but in the end, Mike was the winner. And this gets even better. Dimpew's is currently still a ranked trainer. This is technically an upset.
Even though I really don't consider it an upset, in the rules it is an upset, so let's just add another one onto the upset count.
Yep.
So yeah, so overall, for our first 3 battles, we have some pretty good ones.
No doubt about that.
And in my opinion...
Now we move on to one of the weaker ones of the week.
Well, but for me, it was one of my favorites. It had one of my family members in it. We have, how do I pronounce that? Schnee? I'm just gonna go with Schnee versus Janet.
Anyway, Schnee's team was Talonflame, Snorlax, Charizard, there goes another one, Lucario, Mega Sceptile, and a legendary Palkia.
And my mom's team was a Vaporeon, Superior, Raichu, Flareon, Gigantamax Butterfree, and a Battle Bond Sylveon. Now you may realize something with my mom's team. I forgot to give her a legendary.
That was your fault.
Yes, but overall, this match, considering it was like a normal battle in terms of the ones we had for this week, it was still a pretty good one, which is in my opinion.
My favorite fighting on this was when your mom's Flareon took out both Lucario and Mega Sceptile.
Yeah, that Flareon can be pretty powerful. But in the end, even with not having a single legendary, my mom prevailed and will be going on to face my dad in round 2. That's going to be a fun one.
For you, baby. Anyway, now we move on to Battle 15, which is, we can both agree, is one of the weaker ones.
Yeah, because really no one of note is battling in this one. We have Cynthia versus El Pepe, and no, this is not the champion Cynthia.
And this, yeah. Now then, Cynthia's team was Jolteon, Mimikyu, Aggron, Gigantamax Lapras, her partner Battlebond Dragonite, and a Xerneas.
Alright, and as for El Pepe's team, he had a Reniculus, Raichu, Alakazam, Blastoise, a Mega Charizard, and Palkia.
The Charizards just keep coming.
That's
but
5
anyway,
Charizards. Alright, moving on.
Overall, this fight was okay, just nothing great.
Yeah, it was definitely one of the weaker ones, but that's really only because that there was like 2 like not that recognizable trainers, but it was still pretty good for what it was.
Yeah. Anyway, Cynthia was the winner of this fight, which for some reason left a lot of people upset. I couldn't tell you why.
Yeah, I think it has to do something with I don't know. Honestly, I couldn't care less. But anyways, let's move on to battle number 6, which definitely brings up the heat back to a 10 with Game Master 25 versus Magic.
This fight was an excellent one. Game Master 25's team was Garchomp, a chain-shit Fairy Charizard that still counts. So there's another one for you. Winged Gliscor, the Star Luxray, his partner Battlebond Incineroar, and a Rapid Strike style Urshifu.
Interesting team. Moving on to Magic, he had a Lycanroc, Buzzwole, I can't pronounce his Surf Pokemon's name.
Mystic.
Okay, whatever you said. A Gigantamax Charizard. Another one? Jeez! We have a lot of Charizards today. Battlebond Typhlosion and Rayquaza.
This fight went down to the wire. In fact, it technically ended in a draw and had no blueprint to that.
Yeah, Prit. How Anthony's battle ended last time.
It didn't take a long time this time, so the winner was Game Master 25.
But that was still a very close match, and definitely probably my favorite this whole week.
Mine, yeah, possibility, yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely one of the more standout matches. Moving on to battle number 18, we have another okay one up with Bolt versus Charles.
This was battle 17, if you lost count, but whatever. Bolt's team was Staraptor, Dragapult, Gallade, another Gigantamax Charizard, again, an Astro Ninja, and a Black Kira.
And as for Charles' team, he has Golduck, Blastoise, Kingler, fine, so I'm good. Anyways, moving on to what are we on? Charles' team? No.
You forgot his team?
No, I know. Sorry, I just lost track. Golduck. What?
Do I need to do it for you?
No, I got it. We have Golduck, Blastoise, Gyarados, Gigantamax, Kingler, a Battlebond Swanna. That's actually a pretty interesting Battlebond, and a Volcanion.
There. Anyway, this fight was decently interesting compared to two. Since Charles was using an all water type team, he did have some advantages, but overall it became an even feeling when Swanna got destroyed by Greninja. In the end, Volcanion was no match for Kira. And it gets even better. Since Bolt this is Bolt's first ever battle, this technically counts as an upset since Charles was in the battle for a little while.
So we'll just count this one as another upset too. So that's, I believe, 3 in the whole tournament so far.
Yes, but there will probably still be more to go.
Of course, because this is tournaments we're talking about. But anyways, let's move on to the next match with Max versus Steven.
Max's team was a Braviary, Garchomp, Primarina, Gallade, a Mega Lucario, and an alternate Frozen.
And while Steven's team had a Manectric, I can't read that second Pokemon.
Beartic?
Yes, sorry. Okay, Beartic. I can't just want to get my handwriting. Jesus.
Let me finish.
Fine.
Manectric, his team fully with Manectric, Beartic, Sceptile, a Shiny Crocodile, a Mega Charizard Y, and Eternatus.
Yeah, I counted 9 at this point. There's like, is that 9 Charizards in this week alone?
Don't bother. You can keep track. You can add that to the counter a bit later.
Yeah. So overall, this battle was pretty similar to the last one in terms of my opinion.
And it was alright.
Yeah, it was.
But at this point, we have to take a break from the big cast because something else happened.
Yeah, I was thinking about mentioning this, and it is about time we do. So,
yeah.
So as some of you know, if you've seen the Battle Simulator at all since about early 2018, you know that Michello is a hybrid Lucario at this point.
Yes, that's what we all believe. But apparently, what was revealed instead by Zeke.
Yeah.
Something else entirely.
Yeah. So it turns out that Zeke is also a hybrid, not as another Lucario, but of a Eternatus.
Yes. So Zeke is the power of Eternatus, but here's the problem. Now, when most people think, oh, big deal, they can turn into Pokemon. No. They were both originally Pokemon and they turned into humans.
Yeah, so technically it's a Eternatus and a Lucario hybrid as a human. I know it's kind of confusing.
Yes, Michelangelo was originally a Lucario. He transformed into a human in order to live amongst the rest of us. But since all of this took place in the Distortion world, most of everyone only got to see this through a portal, Distortion portal. Once it was over, it closed. And we have no idea what could be going on.
Yeah, so that was definitely the biggest plot twist of the entire week.
No doubt. Anyway, we might as well move on to the final 2 battles.
Before Zeke finds out about tournament recap. Moving on to battle number 19, we have a pretty special one. We have TJ versus Beast.
Yeah, it's finally my turn. Now, most of you are thinking, wait, if some of you watched the video, you're thinking, wait, wasn't this supposed to be Battle 20? Yeah, about that. There was a couple hiccups that caused the tournament schedule to get mixed up, which meant my battle was up next.
So yeah, it's only a slight change, and pretty much nothing will unchanged.
Yeah. Now to reveal my new revamped team. My team consisted of Ghostiarn, a Alolan Gallade, a Shiny Meganadel, a Gigantamax Cinderace, a Partner Gallade, and Ice Rider Calyrex.
Definitely a very interesting team, especially that last one.
It was fun to actually use this team. I can't wait for the next round. Oh yeah, spoilers, I won.
Yeah, spoilers. I mean, that was pretty obvious at that point, but let's just go. I'll take Beast. So he had a Blaziken, Dragonite, Naganadel, Dynamax.
No, not Naganadel. That was a Nihilego.
Butterfree, Gigantamax, Mega Gyarados, and Solgaleo.
Overall, a pretty good team.
Yeah, but really, considering that he was up against TJ, it really didn't stand a chance.
He still put up a good fight, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to the final battle. This battle is Tom versus Jonathan. No, it's not the one you heard from before. This one's my dad.
Yep, finally makes his appearance.
Now, my dad's team was Braviary Crocodile, a Shiny Haxorus, a Gigantamax Duraludon, his partner Shiny Gallade, which was of course Mega Evolved, and Ultra Necrozma.
Alright, while Jonathan's team was a Decidueye, Blaziken, what was his third Pokemon?
Garchomp.
Okay, Garchomp, another Dynamax Lapras, Battle Bonds Incineroar, and Zekrom.
Overall, this was a pretty good fight. Definitely wasn't a big, awesome fight to end the week on, like the last week, but it was still a good fight to close out the week.
Agreed. I did really like this, and especially how your dad won and is going up against you next round.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, so that pretty much concludes every single battle of tournament recap this week.
Overall, it was a really good week of battles. We don't know how this week will go since it's Thanksgiving week for us.
Yeah, and so we'll have to see. So all the round 2 matches we got going into round 2 from this week are Alexander versus Albin, my mom versus my dad, Cynthia versus Game Master 25, Bolt versus I think it was Max.
Steven.
Okay,
it was Steven.
Right. Bolt versus Steven, and TJ versus Tom.
Overall, this should be a good week, and I can't wait to see what next week has to offer us. We'll most likely be closing out the first round.
Yeah, can you go over those matches?
Of course. Let me just grab my board here so I can see what we have on the list. Now, considering the main adventure list, I'll just go over the remaining first matches. We have Lucas versus Big Lou, Dom versus Mar, MC Nugget versus Runai, Rudera versus Axel, CJ versus Ron, Andre versus Barry, Toby Saba versus your boy Talon.
That's gonna be.
He's also here. My mom versus Tavern, Madden versus Lisa, Steve versus Alno, MHR versus Callum, and Jackster versus Zio.
So pretty much a normal week in terms of matches. Nothing too crazy.
Regardless, though, some of these battles will be good, and it should be entertaining to see how this plays out.
Yeah, so definitely a good week to look forward to, and maybe if we're lucky, we might even have 2 more battles, making it a 12 battle recap. So anyways,
we'll just have to wait and see.
So anyways, I think it's time we close out this video. I hope you guys enjoy.